Hello guys, so this time I'd like to give you the solution of question number 2 ISI bstat 2007 paper subjective type. Okay, so the question was this and the solution is as follows. We are given as y equals e power sin x. So for maxima the conditions are as shown and for minima the conditions are as shown. Dy by dx equals 0 and dy by dx negative gives maxima, and dy by dx 0 and dy by dx 2 positive gives minimum. Okay, so dy by dx, equate dy by dx equals to 0 and you will get x equals to minus 5 pi by 4 and minus pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4 as shown in the slide. Then you have to calculate d2y by dx2 and that comes out to be 2 e power x cos x. Here both the e power x cos x terms add up and e power x sin x terms cancel each other out. Okay, so this is d2y by dx2. Now d2y by dx2 is 2x cos 2x cos 2 e power x cos x. Now I have represented 2 e power x as a1, a2, a3, a4 because they are always positive and they would matter. They would never matter in the case of in changing the sign of the actual result. Okay, so now d2 over dx2 is a1 a positive number into cos of minus 5 pi by 4, that is minus 1 by root 2. So d2 over dx2 is negative at minus 5 pi by 4, at minus pi by 4 it is positive, again negative at 3 pi by 4, again positive at 7 pi by 4. Okay, so we have the maximum values as x belongs to minus 5 pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4, and the minimum values as x belongs to minus pi by 4 to 7 pi by 4. Okay, now coming to the interesting point here, inflection points. Now for inflection points you must have d2y by dx2 equals to 0, and that happens when x belongs to minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 for the interval minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So now you have to check for d3y by dx2 also. If d3y by dx2 is not equal to 0, then those points are inflection points. Okay, and we have checked, and for none of the values of x or d2y by dx2 equals to 0, this equation 2 e power x cos x minus sin x is 0. So these x values are inflection points. Okay. Now the graph. Now the graph is something like this. Now starting the graph, we have to draw e power x sin x. Now the graph will vary from y equals to e power x to y equals to minus e power x, because sin x varies from 1 to minus 1. Okay, so the graph lies between y equals to e power x and y equals to minus e power x. Okay, sorry, this won't be e power minus x, this will be minus e power x. Okay, now I would like to discuss some minute details about this graph. At x equals to 0, pi and 2 pi, and minus pi and minus 2 pi, the graph is the values of y are 0. Okay, and at pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2 and minus 3 pi by 2, these are the inflection points. Now I'll be discussing those also very minutely, but first let us concentrate on the maxima and minima values of y. At 3 pi by 4, the value of y is around 7.46, which I have not shown here, but this is around 7.46. And for y equals to 7 pi by 4, x equals to 7 pi by 4, y equals to minus 172.64. Now this point is y equals 7.46 and this point is y equals minus 172.64. So there is a huge difference, and this can be shown as follows. This is the actual graph, and this graph has been taken from internet using the GeoGebra site. You can search it on Google, on any website. You'll get that for free. So this is the actual graph, and this approaches zero the left hand side approaches zero very fastly, and the RHS also approaches infinity, or the amplitude approaches infinity as x grows very fastly. So this is the actual graph, and I'd like to now again back to my graph. Okay, so pi by 2 is an inflection point. Now what does an inflection point mean? From 0 say pi by 2, remember that d2y by dx is 2x cos of x. Okay, sorry, 2 into e power x sine of 2 into e power x cos x. Okay, so e power x and 2 are never negative, so all depends on cos x. Okay, now cos x is positive from 0 say pi by 2, so from 0 say pi by 2 the graph is concave upwards. Okay, and from pi by 2 say 3 pi by 2 the graph is concave downwards. You can see this concave downwards from this point up to this point, then again concave downwards from pi to 3 pi by 2. Okay, and then from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi you have concavity upwards, because in the fourth quadrant cos x is positive. Similarly, for the negative side you have, for x belongs to minus pi by 2 so 0, the graph is concave upwards. Okay, and from x belongs to minus pi by 2 say minus pi, again you will see that cos x is negative, so the graph is concave downwards. Okay, and from minus pi say minus 3 pi by 2 again it is concave down. Okay, and also from minus 3 pi by 2 to minus 2 pi the graph is concave upwards. Okay, this was my discussion on the graph that I have plotted. Sorry for such a messy diagram, but I tried my best. Thank you very much.